Hey guys, back again. Like I told you I would be. Sometimes I am able to keep my promises. So this is section 37 from the UCC connection, questions and review. And listen to this. This is something I don't remember reading because when I first read this book, I didn't have quite the understanding that I have now. It says, note, these are some of the questions asked after the main lecture. Okay. It says, section 38, courtroom techniques. Question, how did you, quote unquote, box in the judge? This is easy to do if you don't know too much. I didn't know too much, but I boxed them in. You must play a little dumb. If you are arrested and go into court, just remember that in a criminal action, you must understand the law, or it is a reversible error for the court to try you. If you don't understand the law, they can't try you and have to dismiss the case. And I've gone over this. I don't understand, right? I don't understand. Moving on. In any traffic case or tax case, you are called into court and the judge reads the law and then asks, do you understand the charges? Defendant, no, Your Honor, I do not. The judge, well, what is so difficult about that charge? Either you drove the wrong way on a one-way street or you did not. You can only go one way on that street, and if you go the other way, it's a $50 fine. What's so difficult about this that you do not understand? Right? We won't even get into the fact that he's driving, right? It means he is for hire and not exempt from levy, right? If he was traveling, it wouldn't matter. Anyway. So, what's so difficult about this that you do not understand? Defendant, well, Your Honor, it's not the letter of the law, but rather the nature of the law that I don't understand. The Sixth Amendment to the Constitution gives me the right to ask the court to explain the nature and cause of any action against me, and upon my request, the court has the duty to answer. I have a question about the nature and cause of this action. Judge, well, what is that? What do you want to know? Defendant, well, Your Honor, is this a civil or criminal action? Judge says, it is criminal. And it says here in parentheses, if it were a civil action, there could be no fine, so it has to be criminal. Right? Otherwise, it would be, someone would be suing you for an amount, but it wouldn't be a fine, per se. So it is criminal. Defendant, thank you, Your Honor, for telling me that. Then the record will show that this action against your straw man name is a criminal action. Is that right? Judge, yes. Defendant, I would like to ask another question about this criminal action. There are two criminal jurisdictions mentioned in the Constitution. One is under the common law, and the other deals with international maritime contracts under admiralty jurisdiction. So equity is civil, and you said this is a criminal action, so it seems it would have to be under either common law or maritime law. But what puzzles me, Your Honor, is that there is no corpus delicti here to give this court jurisdiction over my person and property under the common law. Therefore, it doesn't appear that this court is moving under common law. The judge, no, this court is not under the common law. Defendant, well, thank you, Your Honor, but now you make the charge against me even more difficult to understand. The only other criminal jurisdiction would apply, one, if there was an international maritime contract involved. Number two, I was party to it. Number three, it had been breached. And four, the court was operating in an admiralty jurisdiction. I don't believe I have been under any international maritime contract, so I would deny that one exists. I would have to demand that such a contract, if one does exist, be placed into evidence so that I may contest it. But surely this court is not operating in an admiralty jurisdiction. You just put the words in the judge's mouth. Judge, no, I can assure you we're not operating in admiralty jurisdiction. We're not out in the ocean somewhere. We're right here in the middle of the state. No, this is not an admiralty jurisdiction. Defendant, thank you, Your Honor. But now I am more puzzled than ever. If this charge is not under the common law, nor under admiralty, and those are the only two criminal jurisdictions mentioned in the Constitution, what kind of jurisdiction could this court be operating under? The judge, it's statutory jurisdiction. Defendant, oh, thank you, Your Honor. I'm glad you told me that, but I have never heard of that jurisdiction. So if I have the right to defend myself under that jurisdiction, I would need to have the rules of criminal procedure for statutory jurisdiction. Can you tell me where I might find such rules? Spoiler alert, there are no rules for statutory jurisdiction. So the judge will get very angry at this point and say, if you want answers to questions like that, get a licensed attorney. I'm not allowed to practice law from the bench. Defendant, oh, Your Honor, I don't think anyone would accuse you of practicing law from the bench if you just answered a few questions to explain to me the nature and cause of this action so that I can defend myself. Judge, I told you before, I am not going to answer any more questions. Do you understand that? If you ask any more questions in regards to this, I'm going to find you in contempt of court. Now, if you can't afford a licensed attorney, the court will appoint one for you. But if you want those questions answered, you must get a licensed attorney. Listen to this. Defendant, thank you, Your Honor. But let me see if I got this straight. Has this court made a legal determination that it has authority to conduct a criminal action against me, the accused, under a secret jurisdiction, the rules of which are known only to this court and licensed attorneys, thereby denying me that right to defend myself in my own person? And it says here, he has no answer for that. The judge will probably postpone the case and eventually just let it go. In this way, you can be wise as a serpent and harmless as a dove. But you must not go into court with a chip on your shoulder as if a wolf in black sheep country. Remember Jesus' words, I send you forth as sheep in the midst of wolves. Be ye therefore wise as serpents and harmless as doves. Sheep do not attack wolves directly. Just be an innocent lamb who just can't understand the charge. And remember, they can't try you criminally if you don't understand the charge. That would automatically be a reversible error on appeal. Hope you liked it. See you soon.